The 48 Laws of Power is a guide to navigating the complex and often ruthless world of power dynamics. It offers a deep dive into the strategies that can help individuals gain, maintain, and protect their power in various spheres of life. It is a handbook for those who seek to understand and master the subtle art of influence. Whether you are a business professional, a politician, or someone looking to improve personal relationships, the principles outlined in this book are invaluable. The book delves into the strategies and tactics employed by history's most cunning and influential figures. From ancient rulers to modern-day leaders, it uncovers the timeless techniques that have been used to wield power effectively. It reveals the timeless principles that govern human behavior in the pursuit of power. These principles are not just theoretical, they are practical tools that can be applied in everyday situations. Understanding these principles is essential for anyone who wishes to thrive in competitive environments where the stakes are high and the competition is fierce, from the corporate boardroom to the political arena. The ability to navigate these environments with skill and finesse can make the difference between success and failure. One of the most crucial aspects of power dynamics is the ability to assess and manage relationships. This involves not only building alliances, but also knowing when to distance oneself from certain individuals. This involves recognizing that not all allies are trustworthy. Some may have hidden agendas or may turn against you when it suits their interests. It also means understanding that even enemies can be valuable assets. Sometimes those who oppose you can provide insights or opportunities that allies cannot. Law 2 of the 48 Laws of Power: never put too much trust in friends, learn how to use enemies, emphasizes the importance of strategic thinking when it comes to relationships. It teaches that every interaction is a potential move in the game of power, and understanding this can give you a significant advantage. While it may seem counterintuitive, friends can pose a greater threat than enemies in the game of power. This is because friends often operate under a veil of trust and familiarity, which can lead to complacency and a false sense of security. We tend to let our guard down around friends, assuming their loyalty and good intentions. However, history is replete with examples of friends turning on each other, driven by envy, greed, or the insatiable thirst for power. Friends are privy to our vulnerabilities and weaknesses. They know our secrets and insecurities. In the wrong hands, this information can be weaponized against us. Moreover, the closer the friendship, the greater the potential for envy and resentment. As we climb the ladder of success, our friends may feel threatened by our achievements. This can lead to sabotage or betrayal as they seek to undermine our position. The very trust that forms the foundation of friendship can become the tool of our undoing. It's crucial to remain vigilant and discerning, even with those we consider close. While friendship can be a source of great support and joy, it can also be a double-edged sword. The dynamics of power and trust are complex, and one must navigate them with care. By understanding the potential threats posed by friends, we can better protect ourselves and our interests. This doesn't mean we should become paranoid or distrustful, but rather we should be aware of the complexities that come with close relationships. In the end, the key is to balance trust with caution, ensuring that our friendships enhance our lives rather than jeopardize them. By being mindful of the potential pitfalls, we can foster healthier, more resilient relationships. In the wrong hands, this information can be weaponized against us. Moreover, the closer the friendship, the greater the potential for envy and resentment. As we climb the ladder of success, our friends may feel threatened by our achievements. This can lead to sabotage or betrayal as they seek to undermine our position. Blind trust is a dangerous game, especially in the realm of power. When we place unwavering faith in others, we make ourselves vulnerable to manipulation and betrayal. This is not to say that we should distrust everyone around us. However, it is essential to exercise caution and discernment in our relationships. We must learn to separate genuine loyalty from false pretenses. Trust should be earned, not given freely. It is important to observe the actions of those around us rather than relying solely on their words. Pay attention to how people treat others, especially those in positions of power. Do they gossip? Do they engage in backstabbing or manipulation? These are red flags that should not be ignored. While friends can be treacherous, enemies can be surprisingly useful. Enemies are upfront about their animosity. This makes them more predictable than friends who may harbor hidden agendas. Moreover, enemies are often highly motivated to prove themselves. They will work tirelessly to gain our trust and demonstrate their loyalty. This can make them valuable allies, especially in situations where we need someone to fight by our side without reservation. The key to using enemies effectively is to identify their strengths and weaknesses, determine what motivates them and how their skills can be leveraged to our advantage. By understanding our enemies, we can anticipate their moves and outmaneuver them. We can also turn their animosity into a source of strength. In the game of power, sentimentality is a liability. Allowing emotions to cloud our judgment can lead to poor decision-making and ultimately, our downfall. It is essential to separate our personal feelings from our strategic objectives. This means making difficult choices even if they involve distancing ourselves from those we care about. The pursuit of power is not for the faint of heart. It requires a certain level of detachment and a willingness to prioritize our ambitions above all else. This does not mean that we should become cold and heartless. However, it does mean that we must be willing to make tough choices in the interest of our own advancement. Section 6 Lessons from History: Betrayal and Unexpected Alliances. History is replete with examples of the dangers of trusting friends too much and the unexpected benefits of utilizing enemies. Throughout the ages, leaders and rulers have had to navigate the treacherous waters of loyalty and betrayal, often finding that their closest allies could become their most dangerous adversaries. One such example is the story of Michael III, the Byzantine emperor, and Basil I, his close confidant. Their relationship is a classic tale of trust turned to treachery, illustrating the precarious nature of power and friendship in the Byzantine court. Michael, blinded by trust and affection, elevated Basil to a position of power. He believed that Basil's loyalty was unwavering, and this belief led him to make decisions that would ultimately seal his fate. He even made him co-emperor, sharing the highest seat of power in the empire. This move was seen as a gesture of ultimate trust and camaraderie. However, Basil, driven by ambition, orchestrated Michael's assassination and seized the throne for himself. This act of betrayal was a stark reminder of the volatile nature of political alliances and the lengths to which individuals would go to achieve power. Another compelling example is the story of Otto von Bismarck, the Prussian statesman. Bismarck's political career was marked by his ability to navigate complex alliances and rivalries, often turning former enemies into strategic partners. Bismarck was known for his mastery of realpolitik, a political philosophy that emphasizes pragmatism and strategic thinking over ideology and morality. His approach to politics was both ruthless and effective, allowing him to unify Germany and establish it as a major European power. He famously said, "Politics is not an exact science." This quote encapsulates his belief that flexibility and adaptability were crucial in the ever-changing landscape of international relations. Bismarck was a master of forging alliances, even with former enemies, when it served his interests. His ability to see beyond immediate conflicts and focus on long-term goals made him a formidable statesman. He understood that in the game of power there are no permanent friends or enemies, only permanent interests. This pragmatic approach to politics allowed him to maneuver through the complexities of 19th century European diplomacy with remarkable success. Section 7. Modern Applications: From Competitors to Collaborators. The principles outlined in Law 2 are not limited to the annals of history. They are equally relevant in the modern world, particularly in the cutthroat world of business. In today's rapidly evolving market, companies often find themselves forming strategic alliances with former competitors. This is driven by the need to stay ahead of the curve and adapt to changing market conditions. For example, in the tech industry, we have witnessed numerous instances of companies that were once fierce rivals joining forces. These partnerships allow companies to pool their resources, share expertise, and expand their market reach. While these alliances may seem counterintuitive, they are a testament to the power of strategic thinking and the willingness to put aside past differences in pursuit of mutual benefit. Section 8. Rethinking Relationships in the Realm of Power. Law 2 challenges us to rethink our approach to relationships, particularly in the context of power. It encourages us to be more discerning in our assessment of those around us. We should not let sentimentality or blind trust cloud our judgment. Instead, we should be strategic in our interactions, always aware of the motives and intentions of those we allow into our inner circle. This does not mean that we should become cynical and distrustful of everyone. However, it does mean that we should be mindful of the fact that not everyone has our best interests at heart. We should be cautious about who we confide in and who we allow to influence our decisions. Section 9, a final word: recognizing true loyalty. In a world where power dynamics are constantly shifting, it is essential to be able to recognize true loyalty. True loyalty is not about blind obedience or unwavering support. It is about having people in our corner who are willing to tell us the truth, even when it is difficult to hear. It is about surrounding ourselves with individuals who will challenge us, hold us accountable, and help us become the best versions of ourselves. As you reflect on the principles outlined in Law 2, consider your own experiences. Have you ever been betrayed by someone you trusted? Have you ever found an unexpected ally in someone you considered an enemy? Write in comments section. Understanding the dynamics of power is an ongoing journey, one that requires constant vigilance and a willingness to adapt to the ever-changing landscape of human relationships. Subscribe for the next part, please.